I'm the only kid in the 5th grade who doesn't have a phone yet. Proud of it. Kind of weird because like there's like so many group chats or hanging out and stuff, and I'm just like not part of it. But I have a lot of friends, and I said, well, I get ripped while they're doing their TikTok stuff, and then I'm like ripped and get all the ladies, and then all these guys are fat and miserable, and they're watching. Oh, my TikTok. Oh.
But you said you're proud of it.
Yeah.
Why are you proud of it?
Phones are kind of ruining this age, I feel like.
This is really interesting coming from an 11-year-old boy's perspective who's in 5th grade. What do you mean phones are ruining?
It's just like...
All right, so we got 3 things to talk about. We've got the Connor Price concert, which we went to, and camping, which was your present to me, and then working out in the morning.
Yeah.
Let's do working out in the morning first. You've been waking up with me at 5 a.m. and for about 3 weeks now, going to the gym at like 5:30 a.m., going to the Powerhouse Big Boy Gym.
Yeah.
How did that start with you going with me recently? Because you've been there like 3 weeks in a row, but before we went a couple times. Like you came to the gym early with me last month or last year at like 4:30 a.m. I think it was last year, like 4:30 a.m.
Yeah.
But how did it come around this time? You just asked me one day.
I just asked.
Why'd you ask?
Because I just wanted to get strong.
Why? But why right now? Because you've always wanted to get strong.
Because I want to get all the ladies.
You want to get the ladies?
Already had ladies, but...
What do you mean you've already had ladies? What does that mean?
I've had...
You brought it up. You got to talk about it now.
Dang it. Why I bring it up? I had 2 girlfriends, but I broke up with both.
What? What grade are you in? 5th? Mm-hmm. You said you had 2 girlfriends?
I broke up with both.
Already you've had 2 girlfriends and broken up with both of them.
Yeah.
You kidding me or are you serious?
I'm serious.
What does that even mean? You're in elementary school. What does a girlfriend mean? You guys
don't know.
trade Pokemon cards? You gave her the
No.
shiny Charizard?
No, I don't do Pokemon cards anymore because they're a waste of money.
Yeah, but you spent so much money.
I spent over 1,000 on Pokemon cards.
Probably not 1,000, but you spent all of your
Savings.
No, you didn't have any savings.
I mean,
You
like...
spent your birthday... like, I spent all my stocks on Pokemon cards. No, if you got any money for birthday or Christmas... I'd be like, Nathan, let's save this for a bike or something you actually want in the future. And you're like, I have to get Pokemon cards. And then I'd say, no, let's save it. And then you'd start screaming and crying sometimes. And I would take you to Target and you would just load up on
Pokemon cards.
So it was like $20 for a little packet of 10 Pokemon cards.
Saving
You'd
my
rip it
money.
open. You'd fling the cards on the ground. Look for the best one. Sometimes they'd have no best ones. You'd put them like in a box, and then that was it.
Yeah.
And then boom, $100 gone.
Yes.
And then there was Fortnite skins.
I don't play Fortnite anymore.
Then all your money went to Fortnite skins.
Yeah. And then now I just save it now.
Save it, and
I bought a couple things.
shoes.
I'm not a shoe guy. I like shoes. Like I'm a shoe guy, but like not that crazy about it. I would rather get other things.
Yeah, and you took me camping with your money, which is awesome. That was expensive. You saved up your money, took me to that camping trip. You also took me out to go rollerblading with you that one time.
Yeah.
Paid for that, which is nice. But anyway, we were talking about your girlfriends.
Okay.
About why you're working out, because you said you had 2 girlfriends. How did this come about, and what is that? Because this is interesting now. What does a 5th grade boyfriend-girlfriend relationship look like?
So, it's just saying you have a boyfriend and girlfriend. That's really it.
You guys hold hands in the hallways?
No. Not that much.
Do you talk to each other?
Yeah, we're just like friends, but
But she's a girl.
she's a girl. You know what I
Okay.
mean by that?
I think so.
Yeah, it's like that, but you can also have girlfriends. I've had a girlfriends. But,
What does that even mean?
so girlfriends. Or love.
You were in love.
I wasn't. But I just had to do it. I don't know why. I got dared by my friends.
Your friend dared you to have
Yeah.
a girlfriend,
Yeah.
and you said yes.
Yeah, and then I did it, and then I broke up with her 2 days later.
Why'd you break up with her?
She was annoying.
What did you say to her?
I didn't say anything.
Well, then how'd she know she was broken up? Are you still broken up, or does she still think you're her boyfriend?
Oh, what I say to her when I broke her up, I said, I'm not sure if this is going well. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to break up with you.
What? Then what did she say?
I don't know. She was like a little bit of tears, a little bit of things, and I'm like, I just left.
She was crying.
A little bit. I don't know what I did. It was only...
You said things aren't going well.
Yeah. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know.
What did you say to make her your girlfriend?
I said, hey, will you be my girlfriend? She's like, yeah.
That was it.
Boom.
Have you ever talked to this girl before?
No.
Just
Random
girl.
I got dared. Random girl.
And you said, hey, do you want to be my girlfriend? She said, yeah.
Yeah.
And then 2 days later, you dumped her.
Yeah.
You just destroyed this
They
girl.
come and they go. You know what I mean?
They come and they go. Oh my goodness. All right. So you want to go to the gym for the ladies? Not really.
Not really.
Yeah. That was funny though.
Yeah.
Why do you really want to go? What did you tell me
Oh, yeah.
the morning of?
So I was like, I'm the only kid in the 5th grade who doesn't have a phone yet. Proud of it, because I'm the only kid in 5th grade who doesn't have a phone yet. And just like, kind of weird because like there's like so many group chats or hanging out and stuff.
Mhm.
And I'm just like, not part of it, but I have a lot of friends. And I'm just gonna, and I said, well, I get ripped while they're doing their TikTok stuff. And then I'm like ripped and get all the ladies. And then all these guys are fat and miserable and they're watching, oh, my TikTok. Oh.
So you said yeah, because you don't have a phone. It's gonna be a few more years, but you said you're proud of it.
Yeah.
Why are you proud of it?
It feels like phones are kind of ruining this age. I feel like.
Okay, what do you mean? This is really interesting coming from an 11-year-old boy's perspective who's in 5th grade. What do you mean phones are ruining?
It's like, every kid's like acting weird, like, just like they're attached. Like, if you go on, they can't get back, like, in the real life.
What do you mean?
Like, they just act weird. They're just doing just dumb stuff. Like, they're just like, that's not like, like normal kids would do, like play with stuff. Like I play with like football, I play basketball, and all these other kids are just like on their phone, just like watching something. Just freaks me out a little bit. Just like how like kid and dinner tables are just like this.
Like when you go out to eat?
Yeah, it's like so it's like stupid.
Freaks you out?
Yeah, it freaks me out.
Why does it freak you out?
Because it just shows like not like doing anything. It's just like weird. It's focused on it and not anything else.
It's not normal? Mm-hmm. You just burp and suck it in?
Yeah. I had to burp the entire conversation.
When did you start thinking about the phone being weird? How
Like,
kids are on phones.
well, I went in the 3rd grade, probably.
Kids had phones in 3rd grade?
Kindergartners have them.
Are you kidding me?
Nope.
You know kindergartners who have phones? Mm-hmm. Do they have them at school?
Some do, some don't.
When do the kids go on phones at school?
They don't do bus, they do.
On the bus or on the phone?
Yeah, yeah.
And there's kids in elementary school on their phones
Yeah.
on the bus.
Stupid, yeah.
See, when I was on the bus growing up, not a single person had a cell phone.
Yeah.
And it was super loud.
That's our bus, but most of the kids have phones. But like the back of the bus is, it's like our bus is scary. Some crazy stuff happens in the bus.
And there's always in the back of the bus. Mm-hmm. The back of the bus is always where the crazy stuff happens.
Yeah, I sit there.
That's where you are.
Yeah, I don't do the crazy stuff.
Of course.
I just like to watch. It's entertaining.
What kind of crazy stuff is happening?
Oh, I used to do Chinese hot hand.
What is Chinese hot hands?
Okay, you have to slap each other on the wrist as hard as you can. And that's the game.
That's just the game.
You can make their hand get out the hardest.
This is an old school game. We used to play this 30 years
Ready?
ago. Ow!
When you slap them.
Is this part of the podcast? Yeah, I
And then you
just keep going back and
Yeah,
forth.
and you just like won't stop.
That's a fun game.
Yeah.
We used to play that. We used to play a game at the cafeteria called Bloody Knuckles. Now, you should not play these games.
Oh, I play the Indian, like the burn thing.
Indian Burns.
Oh yeah, I love it. Watch
These
it.
aren't socially acceptable named games.
I know a lot of people. We do this in the bus too.
And Nathan right now, ow, is giving me an Indian burn. Thank you.
That's what we do.
We would do that. We do the Chinese hot hands game. We would do Bloody Knuckles, where you put your
I've done that.
knuckles on a table
see.
and you flick quarters at each other.
I've done it in a different way though.
Yeah, don't play these. We would also play, I forget what we called it, like Rhino or something. And
Oh, this?
no, you would put your foreheads together and
Oh, I
just
do that.
push as hard as you can.
Don't do
I
it.
think it was called like forehead chicken or something. Is me and you, we'd put our foreheads together and we just push as
Me
hard
and
as
Ben
we can.
did that before. It's
And the
horrible.
person that quits from paying the first loses. See, these are the kind of fun things we did before cell phones.
I did. Me and Ben do that sometimes just to be funny. We did it like one time because we were like, our teachers told us like a story about that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like, don't do this stuff, guys. And Ben goes to me. I'm like, I'm out.
Yeah. All right, so back of the bus is where you sit, and kids do these crazy things. But at least, I'd honestly rather them be doing that than being on their phone.
Yeah, and because crazy stuff like the snack trays on the bus are crazy.
Snack trades.
Yeah, it's
Tell me
like-
about the crazy snack trades.
So like
We
sometimes
have elementary school snack trading inside
they're
at Tips right now.
crazy.
Tell me about these crazy
So you
elementary school
so
snack trades.
a lot of kids bring their snacks out on the bus
Yeah.
because the bus is a long time for them. Because our bus is usually the first stop because it's most closely to school. But so the kids, I do it too sometimes. I bring a goldfish packet in. I got 2 Kool-Aids once.
Wait. So you traded a goldfish packet for 2 Kool-Aids? Mm-hmm. Wow, you came out on top.
I know how to sales them now. I'm serious. I'm like, would you just want to drink 2 things just because it's like the stuff, or would you like something that has pure flavor in your mouth and it just gives you that one crack of satisfaction?
So you're doing sales technique with
Yeah.
the snack trades in the back of the bus.
Yeah,
Do it to me. Let's pretend. I'll be the guy with the 2
Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aids. You be the goldfish guy. So I got mine. I'm sitting there.
Oh, I see.
I'm sitting there. Hold on. I'm sitting there on my cell phone. All right, I'm sitting there on my
see.
cell phone. You peek in my lunchbox and you see 2 Kool-Aids.
No, you don't do that. We put up for trade. You'd be like 2 Kool-Aids for what? For what?
So there's got like
Yeah.
auctions going on in
Yes.
the back of the bus.
Yeah. So I say I'll give a goldfish. He's like, that's not even good enough. I'm like, are you sure? You just have 2 drinks.
All right, well, let's do it. I got
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Kool-Aids.
say,
So I got my Kool-Aids. I'm sitting here.
Are you sure you want those Kool-Aids? Because I have.
My mommy packed me Kool-Aids. I love them.
You do?
We got berry,
But what
and
about
strawberry.
what about goldfish?
I like goldfish, but
You
I have
do?
2 Kool-Aids.
You do?
Yeah.
2. But doesn't that like? Would you want a goldfish though?
I like goldfish, yeah.
Wouldn't that make your like mouth just like water, just for like a crunchy goldfish, not a liquid? Like after school, you're so hungry for something physical in your stomach, not just drinks.
I mean, I could get drinks anywhere, like the water fountain.
Yeah,
I do like crunchy things.
yeah. How would that make you feel?
If I had goldfish, I mean, right now you're talking about it, I do love goldfish. I guess you feel good.
What do I have here?
You've got goldfish.
Evan.
Close me.
No, that's mine clothes. I don't know.
You haven't closed it yet.
I
You're
don't
close.
have it. But kids always,
Oh, kids don't need the clothes.
they don't need the clothes. I can get them in 2 seconds.
That's great. So then what? They just grab it and you're like,
Yeah.
okay. You
Yeah.
just seal the deal.
I see it.
What if they're like, I got to check with my wife?
Kids don't have wives.
I got to check with my girlfriend. No, I guess it'd be I got to check with my mom.
Yeah.
I got to see what if my mommy allows me to. I guess it's really the same thing.
It just
what-
doesn't matter.
That's what anyway.
It doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. But no more bus sales in this one.
That was good though. All right, so the trades are happening in the back of the bus.
My craziest trade. That was one of my craziest ones, but I have a really good one.
What is it?
So I had my friend, kid I share a locker with. He brings party-sized Talkies.
A talkie?
You know what? Like party size, like that big.
What is a talkie?
So they're like spicy chips, but they're like a tube. You know?
Is it like is that the thing that's popular?
Yeah, they're really good. And he said, so I share a locker with him. He gave me a party-sized Talkie. He said, "Happy birthday." He said, "Happy early birthday," and I'm like, "Thank you." I'll
Just
take
gave it to you.
Yeah, he just gave it to me. I'm like, "Sure." But I go in the bus and I bring my Talkie bag in. Everyone's like this, eyeing me up like
That boy has talkies.
the boy got
And then the
Talkies.
trading began.
I got 3 honey buns.
You serious?
2, what's it called? 2 Twinkies. What are those like?
So when
That's
we
really-
don't pack you snacks, it doesn't matter because you're trading 4 snacks on the bus.
I just did that one, and guess what else I got? A cookie, and I got popcorn. And
What did you do with all this food?
I didn't eat it. It was disgusting. Kids don't have good taste in food.
Well, then why'd you trade for it?
I don't know. It's just fun trading, you know?
You're just in it for the game.
I'm in for the game.
You're in it for the hustle.
Yeah, and then whenever I get those, I trade it for drinks. Like I usually trade those stuff for water and
So you
stuff.
trade your Takis for honey buns and Twinkies, and you traded those for drinks.
Yeah, I traded. I mostly trade for like Gatorade and Prime and stuff like that. That's what I like.
You're like that YouTube video kid who started with a penny and ended up with like $1 million or something,
Yeah.
whatever it was. That's awesome. So this is happening, but are a lot of other kids on their cell phones?
Oh yeah, for sure.
How young are the kids on their cell phones on the school bus?
The youngest, not kindergarten, because our bus doesn't really have that many kids on their cell phones, but a lot too. Probably a second grader.
So there's kids as young as second grade on cell phones on the bus,
Yeah.
and they're not talking to anyone,
No.
just on their phones.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
Stupid.
Why?
Just stupid. Just won't like talk to anyone. Just
Why is it important for them to be talking instead of on their cell phone?
like if they get in the real world when they're an adult, they're not gonna have a job. They're gonna be horrible at socializing. They're gonna be just like watching these videos, and then when they're older, they're gonna be like, "Ooh, I have to have a job. What am I gonna do? Be homeless." That's gonna happen.
So the cell phone use in second grade is going to lead to homelessness.
Yes.
It's possible.
Yeah.
But why is talking and socializing important as an adult?
It gives you like important to make friends. Like we had friends that we made friends, and we went to box seats in a monster truck rally. We went and stuff like that because we have good socialization.
Yeah, so friends and your network you can like trade things. Like we're friends with them. They invited us to you get cool experiences
Yeah.
like box seats at Monster Jam, or we went to the box seats at
Penguins.
Penguins, and also you get invited places and you have more friends, and then we invite them over and we have parties on our patio and stuff like
Yeah.
that. How could it help you, like if you're a business owner or as like an adult with a job, how would being able to talk to people well? So imagine you're somebody who's in the back of the bus practicing your sales skills and talking to kids, or you're that kid who never talks to anyone, he's on a cell phone. Which of those two people is going to be more successful at their job as an adult?
The kid in the back
Why?
because he
You just swallowed another burp.
I know.
You look gassy this morning.
Don't eat cereal before a podcast.
All right.
Cereal makes me burp.
So which one of those two, like why is that kid going to be better?
Because he's just like constantly like making connections, like just like constantly. So if he does that, he can get those experience and just like the Monster Jam thing, just like keep making these connections and then getting to like the point where like he's just friends with a lot of people and he could go up to like the owner and say, "Hey, can I get a job?" "Yeah, for sure, my man." Like
He won't be
something like
afraid.
that. Yeah.
Because if you're a guy in a job that you could be promoted, and to be promoted, all you have to do is ask your boss for a promotion. Like, what if your boss is waiting to give you a promotion, and the only thing you have to do is ask him? You have two guys. One of them grew up staring at a cell phone. The other one grew up talking and networking and learning to actually communicate with people. Which of those two guys is going to get the promotion?
Get in the back.
Yeah, the guy who can talk, the guy who knows how to communicate. Or if I'm hiring somebody and I need to hire somebody who's can actually communicate with people and sell things, am I going to hire the kid who's used to communicating by typing, or the guy who's used to communicating by talking to people?
Talking to people.
Yeah. Why else is it not good? Like, if you had what do you notice about the kids now that you're in 5th grade, and you've probably seen kids who've been on phones and iPads for years? What do you notice is different about those kids versus the kids who aren't allowed to have them?
They just talk. Like kids like that don't have them. They talk like normal people, and the kids who don't, they talk, but they're so annoying.
What do you mean?
So like they're like like skibbity toilet.
Well, they're saying like brain rot stuff.
Yeah, it's like so dumb. Like
So the things they're saying are just things they heard. Because you said skibbity toilet, and people listening to this, I didn't know what that was. If you're a
don't know.
dad whose kid says those things, it's called brain rot. If you just Google or YouTube brain rot, you'll see it. But there's like specific YouTube videos where they use that language. So
it's just like super like
they're just repeating things they hear online.
it's kind of dangerous too.
Why?
Like there's inappropriate stuff where they get that stuff.
So the kids who are on their iPads and phones all the time, when they try to talk, you're saying it's like not normal.
Yeah, just like, and like brain makes them think for 20 minutes for no reason. Like it's like creepy. It's like a zombie. It's like when you're trying to say a sentence, it's like pitch quiet.
What do you mean?
It's just like when you're talking and you ask them a question, like blank silence.
So they just like stare at you?
Yeah, and then that's really happens a lot too.
What do you mean?
It's just like confusing. Like their brain slows down, I feel like.
When you try to talk to them?
Yeah.
Why do you think that's happening?
Because I feel like their focus is just leaving their body. I don't know. Something like that.
That's scary.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
And that all only kind of happened the last kind of 10, 15, 20 years.
No, it was 2020 started.
Why?
Just did. 2020 was the year where brain rot started.
Really?
Yeah,
How do you know that?
I just know. Because it all got weird since 2020.
Why?
I don't know.
But what made you say 2020?
Weird stuff happened in 2020. That's where like all the skibbity toilet stuff happened. I think that's when it happened.
How do you know that?
So I'm walking into my second class.
2nd grade?
Yeah, Mrs. B, my martial teacher.
Mm-hmm.
We're opening our assignment books. We're writing down whatever our homework is, stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And kids are going skibbity toilet, skibbity toilet. I'm like, huh?
It's the first time you ever heard it?
Yeah, I'm like, what is this? I'm like, just shut up, bro. Like, why are you being so weird? Like, kids are talking like that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then you started hearing it more and more since then?
Yeah. 5th grade, they don't say that. 5th grade, they don't say skibbity toilet. They're just like on their phones. They don't say that kind of stuff. But
Are most of the 5th graders on phones?
Yeah, for sure. Like, not on phones during school. Like, some are on the bus. Mostly of them aren't not on the bus. They just have phones and they're going on it, and they're just weird.
What about the kids you're friends with?
Ben, I'm friends with.
You need to say their names.
Oh, sorry. Ben.
You don't need to say their names.
Okay, erase that. So I'm friends with a couple of kids. They're actually pretty. I like them because they have phones because their parents, like, they leave the house early. Like, when they go home, like, their parents don't, like, want them to be alone for so long. Like, like, how we have they just need, like, a Google Watch or a Google Home, like we do.
Yeah. Whenever you're deciding who to be friends with, does that come into play at all? If a kid's like a brain rot cell phone iPad
Yes,
kid.
that comes a lot to play. Like, when I try to talk to a kid, I need to make sure they have good, like, I'm not going to be picky. Like, I need them to have this quality. I just want them to be, I just don't want them to be, I want them to be nice, funny. They don't have to be funny, but they can just be nice. I like them. But not, like, brain naughty.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
But we started talking about this. I love that we were talking about cell phones because I wanted to keep on talking about that. And then we started talking about back of the bus
Yeah.
snack trading. You can't not
Yeah.
talk about that. But we started talking about why we were going to the gym early in the morning.
Yeah.
And then, and then we went to girlfriends
Yeah.
because of girlfriends. Then you said you didn't want to be a kid who was on a cell phone the whole time. That's how we got to there.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I remember that morning because you asked me if you could get a cell phone,
Yeah.
and I said no.
Yeah.
And then,
But I remember the night I'm thinking to myself, why would I need a cell phone? I'm like, that's a stupid question. Why would I ask? Like, just like thinking to myself, like, why would I ask that question?
well, most of your friends had one. You wanted to be included.
I did, but
It's normal.
I know, but I'm gonna realize, like, it doesn't help you at all. All it does, like, is get your friends included. You can talk to them, like, in a normal, like, look, we're talking normal. We're not like, oh, what's up, guy? What's up? Like,
Yeah,
that.
you can actually talk to them in person.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's when I was like most of the people that ever existed never communicated that way,
Yeah.
and it's a better way to communicate without it.
Yeah.
Like I use mine all the time to build a business for a job.
Use it for your job. Like, that's different from just, like, 24/7 scrolling on Instagram.
Yeah.
Saying, ooh,
Like,
look at this picture.
If I'm not DMing somebody who's interested in my program or I'm not posting content, I'm not online. Like
Yeah.
I only use it.
Yeah, I know that because, like, you mainly use your phone. Like, you either use it to call someone, like, if we're, like in Disney World, we tried to find Mom and Lauren, like, babe, where are you?
Yeah.
Like that, and you use it to, do your business, and that's all, and you play with us the rest of the time.
Would you say I play with you a lot?
Yeah, you do.
More than average?
Yes. Like, I like that you take us on hikes. I like that you do that. Like, when we're bored, like, you hanged out with us when we were little, but not as much as now.
What do you mean?
Like, when you were, like, you had a job, your job, like, was, like, I remember trying to see you in the morning. You're already gone. 6 a.m., just leaving. Yeah.
It's better now.
Yeah, way better.
Why is it better now?
Just feels better, like, that know that you're, like, here, like, not, like, in a place where, like, we're at home. Like, when I go home, when I get home with Mom, like, it's cool, but I usually, like, don't see you there. Like, you're just, like, in school. You're like, hey, this kid did this again. I'm like, okay. Yeah.
I was complaining about school.
Yeah, all the time. It was getting to my head, like, I'm like,
Oh, I'm sorry, man.
it's okay. It's in the past.
Yeah. Sometimes I let stress of school
Yeah.
get to me. But we also
Hanged out a lot.
hung out all the time.
Yeah. Went to the beach a lot.
What are some of your favorite things that we did whenever, like you're 11 now, like you can remember from when you were real little?
Real little. I can only remember when I was 5, as far as I can remember. Maybe you took us to, like the camping trips.
We camped all the time.
We camped, like, since I was 2, you took me camping. Just you and me. It's pretty fun.
It was awesome.
Yeah. And I liked, remember that one summer when I was 6, you took me to Lake Erie for, like, I think for, like, a month. Every day for a month. You took me to Lake Erie.
Yeah.
It was really fun.
We rode bikes real far.
Yeah.
I remember we did on that weekend or whatever it was, you rode your bike the furthest you've ever rode. It was like 5 miles or something.
Yeah. Fun fact, I had to have training wheels since I was 9. It was so stupid. I wasn't trying at all. I'm like, oh, training wheels. I'll take those.
Was it really since 9?
Yeah. It was bad.
That's okay.
Yeah, but I learned how to do crazy stuff on my bike.
Yeah.
Now I can have no handles and go like this. Oh, yeah. And I can, like, go on my bike. I'm trying to do wheelie. I can, like, lift my bike up, but I can't, like, do it for, like, a while. But I can do a wheelie, just not
Yeah.
that.
It takes a lot of strength to be able to pull your bike up like that. I
Yeah.
remember practicing that for days and days,
Yeah.
eventually. Okay, I want to get back to the workouts. So, what was it like your first time going to the gym in the morning? Like, what did you expect? Because I imagine if I was a kid going to my dad's gym, I'd think it's some way, but then whenever I went and saw how it actually was, I'd be like, oh.
It's actually, like, it's like your gym is crazy. There's a lot of crazy people and weird people there.
Why?
I know these guys like to do that.
Describe the weird, crazy
So
people.
there's these, like, guys who, like, look strong. Like, I'm not gonna lie, they are buff.
Yeah.
But, like, they, like, want to make sure I see them, like, do, like, these, like, like crazy, like, chest, like, and they go to the mirror and, like, this, like, weird stuff. And they have, like, attitude when they walk and stuff.
You can tell that just by looking at them.
Yeah, they're just, no, I see them do it.
Yeah. They want you to see.
Yeah.
Is that different than the CrossFit gym? Does anyone do that at the CrossFit gym?
No. But, like, a lot of people, some people in CrossFit are weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's weirdos everywhere.
Yeah.
And they probably think we're weird.
Yeah, and
You
people,
know? Everyone's weird in their own way.
yeah. I'm not allowed to say who because Mom will be mad at me.
Yeah, don't say any names on the podcast. This is listened to by millions and millions of people around the
Yeah.
world. Millions.
Don't stalk my friend.
Yeah. Yeah, so, all right, so you go to the gym, there's some weirdos there. But you kept on wanting to come back. You kept on asking me.
Yeah, I'm like, hey, can we go? Can we go? Can we go?
Yeah. So, what about getting up early in the morning? Because you're getting up at like 5 a.m.
I feel like going to the gym makes me, like, go to bed earlier. I love it. Like, the gym makes me go to sleep so fast. I love it.
So by the time it's bedtime, you just go right to sleep.
And
I have been noticing that. You have been like at like 9 o'clock because you used to like stay up in bed and, I don't know, just find things to do. But now you're like, you go to bed right away.
Yeah, I think it's, like, weird scenario, but, like, it wasn't just from the gym. I think it was from Disney. This one pillow I have. I'm not sure, but it's comfy. Like, remember that Kermit?
Yeah.
I lay my head on it every day. I put my head on it. I go to sleep.
Okay. So it's the Kermit pillow.
I think it's the Kermit pillow.
All right. The power of the Kermit pillow mixed with waking up early to go to the gym is causing you to go to sleep fast.
Yes, it is.
Very good. And how does it feel after you come back from the gym?
Amazing. I love it.
Why?
Because it just, like, I'm, like, all tired, sweaty, and just, like, when I come back, I'm like, I can finally relax them early, and I just get all my school stuff ready, and I can just do whatever I want for the next 3 hours.
So you wake up earlier. You went to sleep earlier, then you wake up earlier, and then you have all this time in the beginning of the day.
Yeah, and just to do random stuff. Like, I make breakfast. I sometimes make breakfast for all of us. I do random stuff.
And that is better than staying up late, sleeping in late, and kind of just waking up crazy.
Yeah.
Is this something you're going to want to do when you're an adult?
Yeah, for sure. I think I'll do it more often.
When you're an adult?
Yeah. We got to get the cold plunge back up because that feels so good.
Yeah, I know. When we redid our patio, we took everything up to the hillside.
Yeah, we gotta get it
Well,
back.
it's been up there for like a year.
Yeah.
Not a year, but it's been up there, so we'll get it back down.
Or the hot tub. We should. Where would we put
No,
the
I don't want a hot tub on the patio's too nice for a hot tub. Yeah. I do love hot tubs, but we got nowhere to put it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna. We got a sauna.
Yeah, we got.
People would kill for a sauna. We've got
I
a
like the
sauna in
hot
our
tub better
backyard.
than the sauna.
I know, but a sauna is more
Better?
rare. Everyone has a hot tub. No one has a sauna.
Yeah.
That's not true. You remember building the sauna with me?
Mm-hmm.
How old were you? That took a long. That didn't
That was
take too long. It took about a month, actually.
Yeah, month and a half.
Yeah, it was like a month and a half, and we dug into the hill.
I remember.
You, me, Mom. I think even Lauren. Was Lauren alive?
Yeah, she was alive.
I don't remember.
She's only a half a year younger than me.
Lauren's not a half a
No,
year younger.
1 year and a half.
Yeah, well, I don't remember when we built the sauna. Was it like 30 years ago or 2 years ago? It's all blurred now.
Let me think. I think I remember. I was 7. Lauren was 6.
Oh, that's it? No, it was before that. Oh, no, it was during COVID.
Yeah,
I built
7.
the-
I was
okay,
7
so that was
years-
only 4 or 5 years ago. All right, so yeah. All right, so she definitely helped. Yeah, it was a
Yeah.
whole family project. Everyone was working on
I
it.
remember digging for like a long time, just like
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
You did most of the work though, because
Yes, I did.
I did the shovel. All I was doing was the shovel, but I got 0 dirt out. Basically, I'm like,
I know, but that wasn't the point. The point is you were helping.
"Duh, duh, duh."
But we didn't buy one made. I looked at like 20 different YouTube videos.
Remember, you
And-
found the one. You're like, I found it.
Yeah, and then just combined them all and made 1,000 mistakes and eventually made it. It's pretty awesome right now.
I remember I was during that project. I was. Where does Uncle Walt live?
Florida, Ohio.
Yes, Ohio.
Yeah.
And no, Columbus. He lives in Columbus, and we went to. Me, Mom, and Lauren went to the zoo. Remember this? I clearly remember this.
Mm-hmm.
When you were still working on it, we went to the zoo in Columbus with Uncle Walt, and we hanged out.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that was awesome. How do we get to the talking about the patio and that thing? Because we were talking about the gym.
I was talking about cold plunge, and then we went to hot tub, then we went to sauna,
Yeah,
then we went to here.
we kind of spread around a little bit.
Yeah.
Because we were talking about weirdos at the gym, and then I asked you what it feels like to after you come back, and you said it feels great, and you have all this time. And I said, what are you going to do when you're older? And they said, you want to keep on doing it. So describe yourself when you're an adult, like at 25 years old. What does that look like?
Have a business, ripped, jiu-jitsu black belt, ADCC champion, and business and have wife, and kids.
How many kids?
3. I want 3 kids. I don't want 2. I want 3.
3. All right. Dog?
Yeah, for sure.
What kind of dog?
I don't want a big dog. I want a. You don't like this. I want a pug.
Why?
They're so cute.
A pug.
They're
Those
so-
aren't even dogs.
Those are so adorable. I'm kidding.
It's just
If
like a
I got like
pile of mud
so
you slap
my
eyeballs
first
on.
my first dog would, if I had like an condo
Yeah.
and I was living, I would want a pug
All right. You
because
get a
that's
pug.
small. But then
And
I want
then
a
if
Brittany
if I'm
Spaniel.
like, hey Nathan, I want to take you and your son and wife out to this trip, you're gonna be like, I can't come. My pug.
I'm not gonna do
Is
that.
puking all over the.
I actually never
He
mind.
can only
No,
walk
no, no.
100 feet, and
What's his name?
and then he poops himself.
Um,
It's like a rusty Brittany Spaniel hunting dog.
I know what I want. I like Rusty's a good breed, but
Pugs are funny to look at.
yeah, but
For like a minute, they're not fun to live with.
I like the German.
They're always breathing and they can
think-
barely breathe. They're gross.
I want a German short-haired pointer, like the one that
Yeah. Yeah.
they have.
What was my initial question? I need like a list of the things that we're talking about. I was asking about. So you described what you want to accomplish. What will you do throughout the day? How will you live? You wake up. Are you going to work out early in the morning?
Yeah, I wake up early in the morning, make protein shake, go to the gym. I know, make protein shake after the gym.
Okay.
And then maybe do a cold plunge. Then wake up. I'll build a sauna in my backyard. Like my
I can help you build
can
that
I do
sauna.
like a weekend? Let me do. This is a weekend day.
Okay.
I wake up early to go to the gym, get a protein shake, go in the cold plunge, and then right after that take a shower, and then right after that I'll probably wake my kids up, and maybe we do like a workout, like a separate workout together, and make them, and we could like make pancakes together and stuff like that, and then we just do next Saturday.
That sounds like an awesome weekend.
Yeah.
You looking forward to being a father?
No.
No?
I'm enjoying the fact that I'll probably be one. I still want to be a kid.
Yeah, I know. I know you.
Yeah, I want to be a kid.
I know you like being a kid. I'm saying, do you look forward to being a dad? Like, do you want to be a dad when you're older?
Yes, I do. I don't want to be single and lonely.
Okay. Yeah, you took me off guard with that.
Yeah.
Because before you told me like that was the one thing you wanted to do.
Yeah, I thought you meant like
Right now.
kid. Yeah, right now I want to be. Okay. I wouldn't be a
I
kid.
was like, man, that question isn't going what I thought it was.
Yeah.
Do you want to be a dad? No. Not right now. No, enjoy your childhood. Make it
Yeah.
last as long as possible. But when you're older, do you want to be a father? When you're in your 30s?
Yes, I'll probably. Listen, I'm thinking married at 23.
Going to get married at 23.
Have babies at 25.
Married at 23, babies at 25, 3 babies. German
then-
short-haired pointer.
And then move to a big mansion cabin.
A big mansion cabin.
Like the big one we went with the Forellis, like that kind of house. I love that house.
Yeah, that was awesome.
I think I would want that kind
Big
of house.
log cabin on the lake.
No, yeah, I would want it in the mountains. I wouldn't want it, like that's a cool area, but
If you buy a big mountain log cabin mansion, can me and Mom and Rusty stay in one of the wings?
more wings.
Like sections of the house. Can I have my own little separate house inside your mansion house? Could be walled off.
Actually,
Separate
I don't care
entrance.
about the walls. I think it would be good with my kids to hang out with them. Like if I was like going on a date with my wife, you could watch my kids.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I think you could live in my house.
Like we could live in a pool house.
Yeah, but Lauren would be lonely. Lauren wants you. Lauren says she's gonna buy this house.
Oh, yeah. We could just buy the street.
Yeah, by the street.
Well, we got to wrap up here. We got to go to school soon.
Wait,
Uh,
do I?
but-
Oh crap!
Yeah, that was. We talked for 45 minutes, man.
Yeah.
That was an awesome podcast. We'll have to do another one where we talk about camping and Connor Price because all we did was talk about working out and phones and a lot of amazing stuff. But good job, buddy.